What y'all on, gang? Y'all know what I'm on. Oh, man. I'm on this kush, man. You know what I mean? And a little bit some more of it. You know what I mean? Snax on Sportz. I'm back with another one. Back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? A late night edition. Another late night edition. My voice almost gone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what's good with y'all, man? Snax on Sportz. I'm back with another one. And we finna talk about these these Los Angeles fakers. You know what I'm saying? And that bopping over the head that Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves gave them. You did. And and then on the second half of the live, I'm gonna get into the whole Tyrese Haliburton's dad versus Giannis Antetokounmpo situation and my thoughts on that. You feel me? So yeah, man. And the Warriors got blew out tonight too, but we ain't worried about that. Look, the Warriors gonna close it out on Friday in Game 6. Back at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Back at the motherfucking crib, you understand me? But yeah, man, the Los Angeles Lakers got eliminated tonight at home in Game 5 of the NBA playoffs first round. They were eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I love it. I love it. If it wasn't gonna be them, it was gonna be us next round. So, you know what I mean? If the Timberwolves wasn't gonna eliminate them, my Warriors was for sure gonna eliminate their ass next round. You know what I'm saying? But we let Minnesota handle our light work, you know what I'm saying, our lightweight, you know what I'm saying? And did it like that there, player. But lo and behold, I didn't watch the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, working, trapping. Not, you know, not that kind of trapping. Them days is over for me. But working, you feel me? And you know, I came into game, what was tonight? Game 5? I came into Game 5. This Lakers, Timberwolves game, feeling like the Lakers was gonna win. You know what I mean? I just felt like the NBA was gonna help them out. You know what I'm saying? And try to give them a little boost. You know what I'm saying? And help the Lakers win Game 5 and send it to Game 6. But to no avail, Timberwolves said, nah, we ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Case and Greer, what's going on, boy? It's 3 in the morning where you at. It's 1 in the morning where I'm at. Abuses. Luca can't guard a chip. Man, Luca can't guard a motherfucking swimming pool. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I just did there. You know what I'm saying? Luca can't be a motherfucking lifeguard at a motherfucking swimming pool, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say one thing about Luca is that we all know Luca's a great player. But fucking I kind of think and I'm not trying to give him no excuses or nothing like that, but I kind of think Luca, even though he kind of got his bearings up under him a little bit the past couple months after the trade, I still kind of feel like Luca was not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's there, but dude, this man thought he was gonna retire a Dallas Maverick. Like that crushed him. You know what I mean? To get traded like that. You know what I mean? So I just think Luca is like I think he was just kind of going through the motions somewhat, maybe subconsciously, you know what I mean, from the time he became a Laker all the way up until now. You know what I'm saying? I think next year will be a better overall experience. He'll have a whole, summer to kind of like really think about it. You know what I mean? You get traded in the middle of the season like that. You know what I mean? So I kind of give Luca that. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like, he's that trade kind of discombobulated him. He was kind of discombobulated. You know what I mean? The remainder of the season. Now he had some Luca type games, you know what I mean, for the Lakers, but I just felt like I just feel like Luca wasn't all the way there since he been traded. Like he just kind of seemed like he just kind of been going through the motions type shit. Lakers sorry, they need a big man. Oh, for sure, they sorry to the motherfucker. Straight ass, man, butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And I am so, because I ain't no Luca hater, but I don't fuck with LeBron. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Busey said, cool hat. Right on. Good looking out. Got this shit from Lids when I was out there in Fresno, California earlier this year. But yeah, man, I'm not surprised that the Timberwolves won Game 5. I felt like they was gonna win the series after they went up 3-1, obviously. But I thought the Lakers would win tonight, and then the series would go back to Minnesota, and then they would close it out Game 6. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that didn't happen, I'm not surprised at it. It's just that I don't know, man. I just thought the Lakers was gonna win tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they didn't, it just like it's embarrassing for you Lakers fans. You know what I'm saying? Lakers fans, are y'all ready to for this LeBron James experience to be over now? I mean, this guy has absolutely ruined your franchise, bro. You know what I'm saying? And once he start pulling on power tripping and pulling all them power moves that he did this year, bullying his son into the league, on the team, getting JJ Redick hired and getting Darvin Ham fired and running up on Stephen A when you wouldn't run up on nobody else like that. Once he start doing all that, the Lakers' fate was sealed, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? The basketball guys ain't finna let you do all that. You know what I mean? So I hope the Lakers franchise, I hope y'all happy. You know what I mean? Like Jeannie Buss and everybody that run the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys, I hope it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? You guys and let this guy come over here and strong arm your franchise, and look what it's gotten you. Look what it's gotten you. A first round exit out of the motherfucking postseason. Okay? This motherfucker got his bum ass son on the team taking up a roster spot. That roster spot could have went to somebody that could have actually helped the Lakers possibly advance. But no. Y'all want to let this nigga dictate the fucking franchise and have family members on the team and shit, knowing that they don't deserve to be there. That's your fucking fault. You made your bed, you got to lay in it, bitch. Business account says throw some dookie on the hood for the chat, fam. Abusey said, Bron think he bigger than the program. That's That's my whole thing. And I'm glad people are starting to see it. That's the whole problem. That's the issue that I have with LeBron James, is that he literally thinks he's bigger than the program. You nailed it. You know what I'm saying? You nailed it right on the head. Abusees. You know what I'm saying? He think he bigger than the program, man. And the reason why is they allow this shit. You can't allow this shit. No other athlete in the history of sports has been allowed to dictate to a franchise what should go on in that franchise like LeBron James. Not even Michael Jordan, bro. Not even Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? If Michael Jordan had the type of control that LeBron James had, you feel me? Phil Jackson would have never left in 98 or been let go or whatever, and they might have, you know, that Bulls team might have stayed together for another 2-3 years. The only reason why Jordan retired that second time was because of the fact that the Bulls organization was saying they wasn't getting ready to bring back Phil Jackson for whatever reason. After winning 6 championships in 8 years, you ain't gonna bring the nigga back? Okay, whatever. Michael Jordan's like, I'm going. But yeah, man, like, so yeah, nah, this is Lakers fans, the Lakers organization, the franchise, LeBron James, LeBum James, his motherfucking self, Clutch Sport, everybody deserves everybody that's in cahoots with LeBron James and everything that's been going on deserves exactly what happened tonight. To get bounced out of the motherfucking first round. You ain't no motherfucking Michael Jordan, bitch. Your ass ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. Your ass, the fuck your ass still playing for? Your ass ain't gonna win no more championships ever again. Retire, motherfucker. After the game, yeah, you know, I can't answer that question. You know, I just, you know, I got to get with my family, you know, see what they think about it, you know, and just get with myself, you know what I'm saying, and see what I want to do and how long I want to continue to play this game. Man, your ass ain't retiring. Shut the fuck up. Everybody know your little narcissistic, attention-seeking ass ain't retiring from the NBA. You finna ride this shit out as long as you possibly can, bitch, because your ass don't know how to go sit your ass down somewhere. You feel me? And pass the game on to the next generation, man. It ain't about your little bum ass no more. You feel me? Motherfucker that moved on from your black ass. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with it with that. All that shit this man did this year has it's come back on him, man. It's come back on him. You too busy worried about Stephen A. Smith and confronting him during a live basketball game. You too busy worried about that shit over winning the damn game. You know what I'm saying? And you think you finna be rewarded? You think the basketball guys is finna reward you with a long playoff run? You know what I'm saying? And possibly winning a championship? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. Just like Abusey said, you think you're bigger than the program, bitch. And you ain't, boy. You're just a basketball player. You motherfucker got your ass feeling like you God, thinking you God or some shit. You ain't, boy. You's a bitch. And your son is a motherfucking bum. Period, point blank. Nigga, I said it. I don't give a damn. I said to his motherfucking face, walk up on me like you Stephen A. Like I'm Stephen A. If, like I said in past lives, if I was Stephen A. and he walked up on me like that, I would have told that man just like this in his motherfucking face right there on the court. Check this out. I said it. Your son is a motherfucking bum-ass motherfucker. He can't play worth a shit. He shouldn't be in the NBA. And you's a bitch-ass nigga your damn self. Now, what the fuck is your hoe ass gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing, bitch. I'd have leaned my cheek out there. Go on, hit me right there. Plant one on me right there, bitch. Since you so motherfucking tough, your ass ain't gonna do shit, bitch. Bum ass nigga. So, it's a glorious night for me. Outside of the fact that my Warriors lost. We lost tonight, but we ain't tripping off that. We ain't tripping off that. We finna close their ass out in 6 on Friday. So, and get ready to play Ant-Man. But, yeah, man, nah, man. Like, I don't get it. Let me see. Brian, the program, he needs to go ahead and just retire. Man, go on and retire, man. Go on, sit it out, man. Go on, sit it out. On me, Voight, plus. Salute, boy. Should have kept AD and built around him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this right now. It was the wrong move to trade AD. AD was the reason why that us, the Warriors, had problems with them the last few times we was playing them. It was AD. It wasn't LeBron. AD was who we had issues with. So once they traded him, I said, "Oh, cool. We really finna beat y'all now. We really finna beat y'all in the playoffs now." So yeah, man, they should have never traded AD, man. You know what I'm saying? That's AD. With everything that's happened, this has shown AD was the best player on the team this whole time. Not LeBron, but you know they're gonna give all the credit to this bum. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I just don't get it. Me myself. They should have just kept AD and built around him. But it's not a bad thing to build around Luca. You know what I'm saying? I know Luca don't play a lick of defense, but Luca he's a great player, and he was in the NBA Finals last year. You know what I'm saying? So, I think overall the Lakers franchise did good by acquiring another superstar. You know what I'm saying? And then he's younger than AD. But the thing about AD is he gave you offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? With Luca, it's just offense. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to surround Luca with defenders and they just gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? They do say it's a young man's game. On my mama. For real. You know what I'm saying? LeBummy, we all know it's over for LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates wore court side shirt. Man, come on, man. It's the same thing I said, man. Same thing Kwame Brown said. Check it out, man. This man pulled up. You called this man a peasant. He said, "Oh, peasant, you say? Okay. I'm gonna pull up in 3D. Let's see how much of a peasant I am in your motherfucking face. Courtside. You know what I'm saying? Front row. Shirt bust wide open. Tats showing, all that shit. That nigga was ready to, just like DJ Academic said, it wasn't finna be no more playoffs. This nigga was finna fuck the playoffs up, nigga. Let that nigga have walked up on Kevin Gates like that. Oh, man. Boy. Your ass would have got flipped around that motherfucker like a motherfucking pancake, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga would have slapped the dog shit out your monkey ass. You know what I'm saying? He know better. He know who to walk up on. He knows Stephen A was the right one. You know what I'm saying? Even Stephen A said, yeah, you caught me off guard, but had your ass put your hands on me, I would have swung on your bitch ass. Nigga, Stephen A even said he would have swung on your bitch ass. This man Kevin Gates called your wife Lamar Odom, my nigga. And you ain't had no smoke for that man. Stephen A ain't said shit. Stephen A ain't been disrespectful, not even a little bit. And you want to talk, it's for my son. My son, it wasn't for your son, that was for you, nigga. But Kevin Gates, a real nigga, okay, called your motherfucker, said your wife looked like Lamar Odom. Now, if that's not disrespectful, I don't know what is. And then that man pulled up on you. He just did that. And you didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, just like Axe said, you pussy. Pussy. Everybody know LeBron James pussy. You know what I'm saying? They ought to put your whole card. I'd have put your whole card. You know what I'm saying? Let me beat Stephen A. Nigga, I would have been like, bitch, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because you understand, LeBron James he wasn't finna do nothing to Stephen A. right there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't finna do nothing. He can't do nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It would have been all type of lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? Like, all he wanted to do was make a scene and make it look like, oh, I'm checking Stephen A. and this and that, and oh yeah, and they're gonna say, yeah, big up, yeah, he's standing up. Yeah, that's a father, and they got all y'all motherfuckers fooled and tricked, talking about, yeah, stand up for your father. Man, he wasn't. That ain't about his son. That shit ain't about his son. That's about him. That was about him. That nigga got y'all motherfucking food like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even about Bronny. And then now it's Bronny, not a grown ass man. Now, ain't he 21 years old? He can't speak for his motherfucking self. Come on, man, stop it. Let me see. RC in basketball say, "Wolves up. We wanted all the smoke, and the Lakers fought, but we got them boys up out of there." Straight up, man. Hey, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. Get his monkey ass up out of here, man. They just wasting motherfucking airtime. Wasted airtime all year talking about the motherfucking Lakers. Can the Lakers do this? Can the Lakers? Man, the Lakers ain't doing a motherfucking thing. They not finna do shit but, nigga, go fucking fishing and be in Cancun with pina coladas, smoking blunts, smacking hoes on ass. That's all the fuck they gonna be doing, because they ain't gonna be playing no damn basketball. That's for sure. They ain't playing no damn basketball. So, yeah. You feel me? Y'all for sure ain't gonna be playing no more basketball. Hey, Anthony Edwards said, and Anthony Edwards, man, and I mean, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all let Rudy Gobert. I mean, this man was out there looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar tonight. I mean, damn. I mean, y'all got this man looking like the next motherfucking Hakeem Olajuwon. Come on, man. Rudy Gobert? I mean, Anthony Edwards didn't even have a good game, dude. He didn't even have a fucking good game. Y'all let Rudy Gobert dog y'all. Best game. I mean, this motherfucker out there looking like Will Chamberlain. Motherfucker out there looking like Will Chamberlain. Motherfucker had 27 points, 24 rebounds, 3-4 blocks. I mean, damn. Motherfucker out there looking like prime Shaq O'Neal on that motherfucker there. Rudy motherfucking Bear. That was the nigga y'all let eliminate y'all and close y'all out? And you supposed to be the motherfucking GOAT, bitch? You ain't no motherfucking GOAT, man. Michael Jordan would have slapped Rudy Gobert in the face with his motherfucking dick, nigga. Say, get the fuck out my face, bitch ass nigga. Pause. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? You better get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas let Rudy Gobert dog walk y'all. Come on, man. Ain't had no answer for him. How you don't got no answer for the Rudy motherfucking Bear? Come on, man. Y'all niggas is, y'all don't, hey, Lakers fans, don't say shit to me. Y'all can't say shit to me. We still in it. And we leading our motherfucking series and finna go to the next round. So you can't say a damn thing to me. I don't want to hear it. You feel me? Best case scenario for the Lakers is Bron retires sooner than later and the Lakers build a big man roster that has two-way players. No, straight up. I've been telling some of my Lakers friends that's Laker fans and some of my people on Facebook, I've been telling them for like the past couple years, like, the Lakers will get back to being the Lakers once LeBron James is gone. That's what's going to happen. He comes to your franchise and he drains and sucks all the energy from it. Okay. And they're going to be able to regain control of their franchise. You know, once LeBron James is gone. So this shit right here, man, I mean, I love it. I love it. I just want to hear what type of motherfucker, I want to see in the morning, what type of motherfucking excuses is they going to make for this bitch? Labalco. We know you own some type of HGH. you know, some type of human growth hormones, some type of steroids, or so. We know you own something, man. You ain't just doing all this shit just straight up like that. Fuck out of here, man. Kinetic said, also, if Luca takes his strength and conditioning seriously like Giannis did, I could see him becoming average defensively. Luca, listen, I agree with that. Luca got to understand that I'm a great player, but I could be even better. I could be even better. I got nothing against Luca. I like Luca. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his. So I want to see Luca do good, man. And he was heartbroken when he got traded. You know what I mean, from Dallas. And yeah, if he just got to understand, like, man, I'm naturally just talented and gifted and skilled and, you know what I mean, better than 98% of the league, 99% of the league and shit. But yeah, man, if he take that shit serious like that, it's like you said, it's strength and conditioning and really just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Luca could turn it up a notch. He ain't gonna, I don't feel like he'll ever be like a great defender, but I agree that he can improve on it. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely improve on it. And I feel like because I have seen Luca defend down low. You know what I'm saying? In the low post, where, because he big and strong down there. So the one place where I feel like he's strong at defensively is like post defense, when they try to back him down and they try to, you know what I mean? He's strong down there. You ain't just backing Luca down. So I agree with that, but he gotta want to do it. He gotta want to get better. You know what I'm saying? Better than what he already is. You feel me? Abusey say, low key, I feel like Mavs are championship contenders with a healthy AD. That team is well built. No, I agree with that. Everybody want to get on Nico Grimes or whatever the fuck his name is, Nico Collins or whatever. And I agree with that. I feel like, bro, if Kyrie didn't go down with that injury, if AD didn't go down, or you know, if he wasn't in and out the lineup, and then they have more injuries too, like Lively and like a lot of that, like they had other injuries. You know what I'm saying? So if the Dallas Mavericks have their full team, yeah, they got something to they don't got a bad roster now. You know what I'm saying? It was just a domino effect, you know what I'm saying, of just bad things happening, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If AD stay, you know, now Kyrie's getting up there a little bit up there in age. He's always been kind of like somewhat injury prone, you know what I'm saying? We all know AD been injury prone. They got a motherfucking nickname for him, Street Clothes. So, but he's been doing better with it. It's funny how since they incorporated or instituted the 65 game rule last year to say you got to play at least 65 games to be eligible for like postseason awards and accolades. It's funny how ever since then, like last year, he damn near wasn't you know what I'm saying? He made it to the 65, and you know what I mean? So it's funny how that worked. But yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? They just sustained a lot of injuries at that time, at that point in the season. And then not to mention Klay Thompson, you know what I mean? I know he you know, starting to get a little long in the tooth, but he can still shoot, and he still averaged a good amount. I don't know exactly what his numbers was this year, but he you know, he could still shoot that three, and he showed enough in some games this year that he could still go for one of them quarters where he just go off and hit 4, 5, 6 threes, you know what I'm saying? So they got Klay for another 2 years, so you know. Yeah, RC of basketball said Bronny taking up a roster spot too. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. He was Rudy Kill O'Neal tonight. Oh my mama. Rudy Gobert, I mean, bro was Bro was out there. I mean, man. Y'all ain't embarrassed about that, Laker Nation? That y'all let Rudy Gobert bop y'all over the head, send y'all home. Cancun. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame right there. Boy, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, I'm tired. He's 40 years old. Y'all can't have it both ways. When he do some good shit, who ain't nobody ever did this at 40 years old, blah, blah, blah. But when he can't keep up with motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And it look like he over the hill. Oh, he 40 now. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all be trying to have it both ways like a motherfucker. Dr. Soda said, Jesus loved you. He died on the cross for our sins and was resurrected 3 days later. Believe in Jesus and you will not die, but have everlasting life. On my mama. On my mama. I was raised in it, so I know all about it. You know what I'm saying? Jesus saves. For sure, for sure. Locked In said, Ant is the new face. Listen, Locked In. Ant can talk all this shit he want to about he don't want to be the face of the league and this and that. You don't have a fucking choice if the NBA picks you. Like, a player doesn't pick themselves to be the face of the league. It just happens. The NBA picks you. You know what I'm saying? So if you that nigga, you just that nigga. You the face of the league. So I agree. Ant, I say Ant is one of the new faces of the league. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? It's out of him right now. And one thing I'll say about LeBron is players like LeBron and Steph, although they are older in age now, as long as they are in the league, they're still the faces of the league, because even though LeBron James fucking sucks now, okay, he's still a big draw. He's never not going to be a big draw. So that's the business part of it that I understand about what the Lakers are doing and what they, you know what I mean? Because they're a franchise that they always want to have a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And they got 2 now, but you know what I'm saying? LeBron James is still a big draw. So as long as Steph and LeBron are in the league, they are still the faces of the league. But however, the new up and like you said, Locked In, the new faces, yeah, you got Ant. Wemby is going to be another one. Wemby is just, they're going to market him that way. Not only is they just going to market him that way, he's that type of player. Like, we never seen nothing like Wemby before. I never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just, that's real, true unicorn shit right there. I ain't never seen no shit like Wemby. But yeah, Wemby, but yeah, obviously Ant is farther along than him. You know, Shai Gilgeous, you know what I mean? Shai a little bit more quiet with it, you know what I mean? See, like, the face of the league got to be like somebody that's like out, like a little bit outgoing, a little bit, like their personality kind of like jumps out at you kind of shit. That's the reason why it's always been hard for KD to be a face of the league. Now, he was kind of like, for some years, he was one of the faces of the league too. But that's why I even mentioned him when I say Steph and LeBron, is because KD ain't really he's a great player, but he's not like a huge draw like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like basketball people, we like watching them play and stuff like that, but he's not a huge draw. You know what I'm saying? And his personality isn't as like marketable and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards got that. He naturally got that marketable type of personality. Shai Gilgeous, although he will be the MVP this year, I don't know if his personality is marketable enough to be like, you know what I mean, like a true face of the league. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he's still one of the new faces. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Luca. You know what I mean? You can throw Jokic in, but Jokic the same way. Like, Jokic ain't really, he's a lot of people say he's the best player in the league, you know what I mean? And if not, he's one of. But I don't know, you being the face of the league and being the best player in the league can be two different things. Or it can be the same thing too. But you know what I'm saying? That's two different things though. You know what I'm saying? And Jokic ain't really he don't have the personality to be the face a face of the league. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, you know what I mean? But yeah, Ant is definitely and is at the forefront of it because out of all the young dudes, the young faces, he's the one that got the most spunk and the most personality to be able to do it. You know what I mean? And to be able to be that. You feel me? So yeah, Ant is. I'm sorry, Ant. I know you don't want it, but if you don't want it, you better stop playing like you playing, boy. You better, become trash to the motherfucker, because if you keep playing like this, your ass gonna be the motherfucking face, straight up. You feel me? RC in basketball says JJ Redick is too arrogant, too temperamental, and too emotional to be a head coach. I felt this way since they first hired him. At least Darvin Ham wasn't emo, stubborn, and tender-footed like JJ is. I 1,000% agree. I 1,000% agree. I emphatically agree with that whole comment right there. JJ Redick is too arrogant, too temperamental, and too emotional to be a head coach. Like, he just, it's something about him, bro. That's like it always feels like he feels like you're annoying him or something, or like you don't know as much basketball as him, or you know what I mean. I know Greg Popovich was like that to a certain extent, but he earned that after winning championships, though. See, when you win, you could, a lot of shit get accepted. You know what I mean? Like Greg Popovich was winning the championship, but JJ Redick, bro, you there because LeBron wanted you there, bro. Like JJ Redick wouldn't be the fucking head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers if LeBron James didn't want that. Come on, man. Nobody was even thinking about that nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I agree. Darvin Ham, as a rookie head coach, got all the way to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? Now, they got swept in the Western Conference Finals by the Nuggets, but he got there. And he beat the team that won the championship the previous year in the second round, eliminated them to get to the Western Conference Finals. When they eliminated the Golden State Warriors in the second round that year. The Golden State Warriors was the reigning defending champions. You know what I'm saying? You got this motherfucker, JJ Redick, getting eliminated by Rudy Gobert. Come on, man. Stop it. You know what I mean? Locked in said Luca fat. Yeah, Luca gotta get this. What Luca gotta do. I don't know if y'all remember this or notice this, but if you go back and look at Kevin Love in the Minnesota Timberwolves days before he became a Cleveland Cavalier, go back and look at his body type. It was kind of a little bit more like a little bit chubby, kind of like how Luca is. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he was dominating. He was putting up gargantuous type numbers. You know what I'm saying? He was putting up 40s and 20s like it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? 40 points, 20 rebounds, shooting the three at a high clip. You know what I mean? That's why LeBron James wanted him. You know what I'm saying? And then when he came to Cleveland, he slimmed down. You know what I'm saying? That's what Luca need to do. Luca need to do whatever Kevin Love did. You know what I'm saying? And he just need to slim down like that, man. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. I think it'll make him a little bit more agile, a little bit more quicker. His game ain't built on quickness and agility and all that shit, but still, you know what I'm saying? I think he'd just be better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? More in shape, less injuries. You know what I mean? He ain't like hella injury prone, but you know what I mean? Luca just going off natural ability right now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no like gym rat like that in there. You know what I mean? Like that just ain't him. But if he would do that, sky's the limit, man. Luca making too much to still not be in shape, bro. Shit not excusable. Nah, it's not. The thing is like with Luca, it's like I said, man, like Luca, like look what he doing with the body type that he got. Like look at the career that he's had so far in 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Being quote unquote out of shape. Like if that's what he is when he out of shape and a little bit chubby and overweight, damn, what would this motherfucker be like if he like, you know what I'm saying? Like he done been to finals, been to 2 Western Conference finals, because the year that the Warriors won the championship, they was in the Western Conference finals that year. You know what I'm saying? But just lost to the Warriors. He done been all NBA first team, I believe, every year he's been in the league except for his rookie year, I believe. He's made the All-Star team every year that he's been in the league, maybe except his rookie year. He may even made it his rookie year. I can't remember. But Luca has been like he's regarded as a top 3 player in the league. Definitely top 5. So it's crazy that, like, you know what I'm saying, that people feel like he can get better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, it's not excusable. You know what I'm saying? But he's I think it's just because he been and then another thing is people gotta remember too, Luca been a professional for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He been playing professionally since like 13, 14 years old and shit, playing against grown men. You feel me? So he felt like he can just get through just off natural like talent, and he can, but in order to get over that hump to get a championship, yeah, you might need to go that extra mile, big dog, and drop about 20. Just drop about 20, 25. You know what I'm saying? Get a little cut up. You know what I mean? Get in a little better shape. So I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? They already got photoshops with LeBron next to Giannis and Luca, LeBron, Kyrie, and Luca. Photoshops with LeBron, Embiid, and Luca. Basically, they saying, listen, RC in basketball, they gotta get that up now, bro. That's over now. That era is over, bro. Like, the teams that are successful now are teams that, like, yeah, you may have some transactions here and there as far as like free agency or trades or whatever, but a lot of times too, right now, the teams that have been winning have been teams that have been built. Okay, look at last year's team, the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum is drafted by the Celtics. Jaylen Brown is drafted by the Celtics. And that's their 2 best players. Fucking, I know they acquired Drew Holiday. That was a good pickup. Al Horford also, but he's been there for a while. Al Horford has been there throughout this era. They didn't draft him, but he's been there throughout this era. That's like the same as kind of like Iguodala with the Warriors. Okay. But who else over there? They did have Marcus Smart. He's gone, but he's drafted by him. You know what I'm saying? Like, the core pieces are drafted. Look at the year before that. The Denver Nuggets. Jokic, drafted by the Nuggets. Michael Porter Jr., drafted by the Nuggets. Jamal Murray, drafted by the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So they building it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I know they end up getting Aaron Gordon. He came over from Orlando. Like I said, you're gonna have 1 or 2. You know what I mean? But the whole putting 3 and 4 all superstar players together and think, man, that shit's over now. Look at the Phoenix Suns, bro. That's because the owner don't know what the fuck he doing. Okay? When new ownership came to the Phoenix Suns, for one, they never should have fired Monty Williams. Why would you do that? Like, Monty Williams is a great coach. Like, they should have never got rid of Monty Williams as a head coach, and then they should have never got rid of Chris Paul as a point guard. That's all Devin Booker and KD need. They ain't had no fucking point guard the past couple years. You feel me? They got Devin Booker like running the point. He ain't no fucking point guard, bro. He ain't no playmaker like that. He a scorer. He a bucket getter like KD. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they can't do it if they put it in a situation where they got to do that, but that don't come natural. You know what I'm saying? And as you see, they've been going down and down and down. Like, you know what I mean? You got Devin Booker and KD, who was both on the Olympic team this past summer, and then Bradley Beal was supposed to be. Bradley Beal is overrated like a motherfucker. I don't know why Washington Wizards gave that motherfucker a no trade clause. You know what I'm saying? That's just dumb than a motherfucker. But yeah, it's no way that the Phoenix Suns, should not even make the play-in, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But that super team joining up shit, and man, that shit is over. That shit's over. And then go, like I said, then go the year before the Nuggets in 22, the Warriors. Steph drafted, Clay drafted, Jordan Poole drafted, Draymond Green drafted. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Go to the year before that. The Bucks. Giannis drafted. Middleton drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like the teams that are being successful right now are teams that have drafted a lot of their core pieces and then filled in the team around those core pieces with solid role players, you know what I'm saying, that fit, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Not just we gonna put LeBron and KD and fucking Anthony Edwards together, and then the rest of the team ain't, you got to pay them so much that you got to fill out the rest of the team with veteran minimum contracts and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they gotta understand. Like, I know they gonna do that. You know what I mean? I would love for Giannis to stay in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, more power to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I do kind of agree with what Stephen A said when he said that he did deliver a championship already. So when you delivered a championship, then you can, there should be a little less, even though they still gonna, they gonna still honor the Bucks fans would still honor his contribution to bringing a championship back to Milwaukee. But it's still gonna be Bucks fans. They're still gonna be mad and upset, as they should. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you leaving, you leaving the team. You leaving us high and dry. And maybe high and dry is a little harsh because he ain't necessarily leaving them high and dry, but y'all know what I mean. You feel me? But I would love to see him stay, just because, like, you ain't gotta, but if he was to leave, I understand, because you know what I mean. Yeah, y'all gotta make the team better now. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really with, like, blaming, because they done everything that Giannis, they done everything. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I ain't with blaming the front office and blaming that, because I just don't like these superstar players getting paid all this money, $50-60 million a year, and when the team fails, the media and fans don't give the star players none of the blame. They blame the coaches, and then they blame the the front office and they didn't have enough help and all this other shit. Well, this man getting paid $60 million a year. He can't, I mean, come on, man. Y'all saying he this and he that. You know what I'm saying? He need to get out there and show why he getting paid that $60 million. You know what I'm saying? And go win some shit. You know what I mean? So that'd be my thing. But Giannis' situation is a little different because Giannis has always been solid, respectful. He ain't been one of them. He been a loyal nigga. He ain't been one of them motherfuckers that's always wanted to jump ship and go here and go there. But I understand how, after a while, shit, this shit like, damn, bro, we won a championship in 2021, and ever since then, we done got worse every year. And this the third year in a row they done been eliminated in the first round. And to me, with a player like Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Like, they supposed to be, the Milwaukee Bucks should be on the same level of, like, in the East of where, like, Boston and Cleveland is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the level that they supposed to be on with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't fail to a notch or two below that. You know what I'm saying? So, if he leave, it is what it is. But it would be dope to see him stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm real glad to see Cleveland on top of the East without the senior citizen. They fine in Cleveland without him. I love it. And it's a part of the reason why I love this shit, bro, is because everything around, like, LeBron and all the situations everything is being proven to show, like, he's not, like, he's an all-time great player, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But I just feel like it's been so overblown, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not as so, like, dominant. Maybe as a player, like, we never seen, like, a physical, you know what I mean? Somebody so, like, you know what I mean? Physically, whatever, like how he is just natural, you know, God-given physical gifts and shit, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like the comparison, trying to compare him to Jordan, and like what they gotta understand about Michael Jordan is he dominated his era from the time he started winning championships until the time he retired. He dominated it, bro. And then he did all of that shit in a very short amount of time. He only played 13 years with the Bulls. That's it. Look at LeBron on his fucking 22nd year. He only played 13 years with the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? And really, to be honest with you, 2 of those years, you can kind of, I'm giving those 13 years because you got to count it, but 2 out of those 13, he wasn't there for the whole year. 1 of those years, so it was really 11 years he did all that shit. 6 championships, and bro, he did all that shit in 11 years, bro. His sophomore year in the league, he broke his foot. Either his foot or his ankle or some shit. So he was out the majority of the regular season and then came back after being advised not to, but you know what I'm saying, he came back anyway. He had the love of the game clause in his contract, you know what I'm saying, that said he get to play wherever, what, you know what I'm saying? He had the motherfuckers put that shit in the contract, the love of the game clause. Meaning, because you know, these teams, they paying you all this money. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, and I understand it. They want to dictate, hey, brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here just because, like, let's say, for example, like, for an athlete, like in the in football or basketball, in the NFL or NBA, like, they got shit in the contract to where, like, if you get hurt doing something like athletic or some shit, like skiing or, like, you know what I mean, then they can kind of like penalize you a little bit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because they're like, bro, we paying you a lot of money to be healthy, to be on the court or field doing this, and you out here doing this other X game shit, getting hurt doing that. Come on, man, we can't have that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the leagues and teams kind of protect themselves that way, you know what I'm saying, and I understand that. But Jordan had for the love of the game clause in his shit, You know what I'm saying? That say I could play whenever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? So he came back, and that was the year in the playoffs that he put up the 63 points against Boston, against the 86 Celtics, which is probably definitely a top 5 team of all time, maybe even top 3. You know what I'm saying? But that's a top 5 team of all time, that 86 Celtics team. You know what I'm saying? He put up 63 in the playoffs against them, and that's the game where Larry Bird was like, man, this nigga is God in sneakers type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but that was his sophomore year. So, but he missed damn near the whole regular season because he broke his ankle. You know what I'm saying? Right, bam. Then another year that you can kind of like throw out was the year that he came back after retiring. So that would have been the 94-95 season, because he retired after the 93 season, so he didn't play the whole 93-94 season. And then at the end of the 94-95 season, with 17 games to go, he came back. You know what I'm saying? With 17 games to go in the regular season. And then they went to the playoffs, and then they went to the second round, and they ended up getting bounced out by Orlando Magic, Shaq O'Neal and Penny Hardaway and Dennis Scott and all them. But he wasn't fully back yet. He just got through playing fucking baseball and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't full like the real Michael Jordan yet. All he needed was that one off season to train and get back into basketball shape. And that following season, they won 72 games, which no team had ever won 70 games before in the regular season. Okay, so they broke the record of the Lakers in, what was that, 1970 or something, or 1969 or something like that. You feel me? Because they won 69 games, but no team had ever won 70. So they won 72 games, okay, obliterated the league, won the championship. He was the MVP of the league. He was the finals MVP. He was all-star game MVP. He was the leading scorer that year, so he won the scoring title. He was all NBA first team and all defensive first team. Like, just stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan was, so I'm saying like Jordan dominated his era. They want to make it seem like LeBron dominated his era, but he didn't. I'll give you, maybe he dominated the East. Okay. I'll say, okay, for those 10 years or whatever, 10 straight finals, whatever the fuck it was, he dominated the East. The East was very weak at that time, though. But the East is still weak now, but it's a little stronger now than what, you know what I'm saying? The East was weak. Like they competition, they had they you know what I'm saying? But it was like one team at a time. Like, you know, they had some good battles against the Indiana Pacers with Paul George and Roy Hibbert and David West was over there, and then obviously the big three Celtics. You know what I mean? When he was with the Heat, there was some good battles. You know what I'm saying? But them is like the only two teams that really that they had like real smoke with, where, you know what I mean, it was real competition. You know what I mean? They try to make it like towards the end when they kept beating up on the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors wasn't never going. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? The Raptors ended up doing something, but only when they got Kawhi Leonard, though. You know what I'm saying? While it was Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, they was a good team, but they wasn't gonna never beat LeBron James in them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? So LeBron James dominated the East. Michael Jordan dominated the NBA. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He prevented all-time great players from capturing championships. I always say, if it was not for Michael Jordan, those Utah Jazz teams towards the end of the 90s, that would have been a back-to-back championships for the Utah Jazz. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers that like those Utah Jazz teams were those Utah Jazz teams were like what OKC was this year. That's what those Utah Jazz teams were, and that went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98 that Michael Jordan beat. They was like what this year's version of the OKC Thunder is. You know what I'm saying? At that time. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Is that LeBron James did not dominate his era. He's one of the greatest players of this era. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably, you know, the best player of this era. You know, some might say Steph Curry. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, come on now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's different levels to the shit, man. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I'm glad that Cleveland is doing their thing, because that's showing that, like, you know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers be thinking, you know, they leaving teams for dead and shit. And the Cleveland Cavaliers franchise said, nah. You know what I'm saying? We'll be good. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? The Miami Heat, after he left, they went to 2 more finals. Now, they didn't win it. You know what I'm saying? But they went back to 2 more finals with Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you feel me? I'm loving all the LeBron James beating down that's going on right now, man, because his whole persona and character is like manufactured, bro. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's all good, bro. I ain't trying to do what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I see through the shit. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to trick motherfuckers into, you know, thinking that this nigga the GOAT. This nigga's not the GOAT, bro. He's one of the greatest of all time. I give him that, but he's not the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Who you predict in the finals? I say Celtics, Cavs, versus Warriors or Thunder. I'm saying the same. So for sure, in the Eastern Conference Finals, it's definitely going to be Celtics, Cavs. Like, it should be no other team than Celtics, Cavs. You know what I'm saying? In the Eastern Conference Finals. If neither one of those teams make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, that's an atrocious failure. You know what I'm saying? That would be an atrocious failure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm saying definitely it's either gonna be Celtics or Cavaliers in the finals. And then for the West, yeah, I'm gonna say it's either gonna be OKC. It's either gonna be OKC or the Warriors. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. You feel me? Let me see here too. Yeah. Who you predicting the finals? Boy, them Suns sorry. Man, the Suns sorry to the motherfucker. You think Head Hunch said, you think Asians will ever be the face of the league? It could, yeah, hell yeah, that could happen. You know what I'm saying? We in a different time now, bro, to where, you know what I'm saying, like, you feel me? If you marketable and you, man, when Yao Ming was popping, hey, that's why the NBA, man, Yao Ming had the Asian community going crazy. That's why Yao Ming was always #1 vote getter for the All-Star and this and that. Like, they was fucking with Yao Ming, you know what I'm saying? Off the top. So most definitely Asian can be the face of the league. Anybody can be any race now in today's time. I believe any race can be the face of the league. You just gotta have a game for it, and you gotta have the personality and the marketability for it. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, off the top. KD frail as fuck. Yep, KD always been frail, but I mean, that ain't never stopped him from being a great player. But I just think it's it's level. It's what's the word? Like KD ain't one of those type of players. He's a great player. He's even an all-time great player himself. But you know what I'm saying? He ain't one of those type of players that make other players better type shit. He's just a bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? He make your team better by being on the team. You know what I'm saying? But as we see, since he done left Golden State, he been swept out of the first round twice. Didn't even make the play in this year. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry ain't never been swept and didn't win a championship since KD left. So LaMelo, the face of the league for real. I be forgetting about LaMelo. Hey, LaMelo, if LaMelo could stay healthy, because there's something about, because I fuck with the ball boys, man. You know what I mean? Lonzo and Melo and Jello and all that. But with Melo and Lonzo, they just can't stay healthy, man. I mean, Lonzo got it way worse. Like, Lonzo ball is getting damn near to the point to where it's like, bruh, you might just need to go on and retire, fam. You know what I'm saying? I know you still got some money left on that contract. You trying to get to that money, and I don't knock you. I would be trying to get to it too. I ain't trying to give up nothing. But I mean, damn. When he came back earlier in the year, they was like, yeah, this is the first time Lonzo Ball is playing in like 2.5 years. I'm like, 2.5 years? It's been that long since he done played in an NBA game? Damn. I be kind of feeling like that's highway robbery, bro. Like, it got to be something. Like you getting paid like you playing, and you ain't playing. That's why NFL don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just be out for 2 whole years in the NFL and you getting paid like you playing. That shit ain't fucking happening. They will cut your motherfucking ass and pay you a little something to get your ass to go away. And you know what I mean? Fuck that. But yeah, LaMelo, I fuck with LaMelo, man. And if he could stay healthy, if LaMelo could stay healthy, he's a candidate. He's a candidate for face of the league off the top. RC Basketball said, I think it's time for Giannis to put his trade request in with Milwaukee. They done. Yeah. It look bad right now. That's the one thing about sports that I love, though, is that man, that shit can change quick. It can change quick, and it can change from year to year. I remember with the Philadelphia Eagles last year, because they went to the Super Bowl, right? Like 3 years ago, lost to Kansas City. And then that next year, they started off well, and then they just nosedived toward the end of the year. Once the Niners beat them towards the end of the year, after that, they just like, they only won like 1 out of their last 7 or 8 games or some shit. And they ended up making the playoffs because they started out like 10-0 or 11-1 or something. So they had enough wins in the bag to make the playoffs. But by the time the playoffs came around, they had no type of momentum, nothing. They got bounced in the first round. Offense looked suspect in the motherfucker. And they was talking like, hey, what's Sorensen? Not Sorensen. That was our the defensive coordinator this year. What's the head coach of the motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles? I forget his name, but anyway, they was talking about firing him and all that. And then look what happened. The very next year after that, which was this past year, they win the fucking Super Bowl and do it in emphatic fashion, blowing the doors off the motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm talking about? Just straight bitch slapped him. You feel me? So shit can change fast in sports, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad if he requested a trade. So, I ain't mad at it. Mike Lopez said LeBron needs to go. Lakers need Giannis. Giannis with Luca, yeah, that'd be fireworks right there. If Giannis and Luca is on the same team in LA, the Lakers is back. The Lakers is back for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's off the top. Osmosis Jones, what's going on with the boy Osmosis? So if OKC don't win it all, Giannis for Chet better happen. Damn, Giannis for Chet. Chet solid, bro. Like, hey, the one thing about Chet that I like about Chet, I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna be the new rivalry. Once this, cause see the Spurs, I think the Spurs is getting ready to be good. OKC is already there, but Chet against Wemby is the new rivalry. Like the Thunder against the Spurs. Once the Spurs come up these next few years, that's gonna be like the new rivalry because Chet kind of got a similar game to like Wemby. You know what I'm saying? It's just Wemby is a little bit more talked about, but I like Chet. They similar, and every time they play each other, they go at it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. But I mean, if you got a chance to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know what I'm saying? I think you probably gonna trade Chet for Giannis. You know what I'm talking about? But you risking a little youth. You know what I'm saying? You is risking a little youth, but I just like what OKC got going. You know what I mean? Like I just, I just like that. You know what I mean? I be hating to see shit like that get broken up. You know what I mean? Y'all on y'all way up. Keep that shit. I think with OKC, before they do anything like that, like any big moves like that, to either like with Shea or what's his name, Jalen Williams or Chet Holmgren, at least those three, before they do anything, they're going to give this era of OKC Thunder a few years, though. You know what I'm saying? So they had last year. Last year, they was the number 1 seed, too, but it was like their first year kind of like on the scene like that. So then they get bounced in the second round. Okay, that's cool. Bam. Y'all on the come up. This year, Shea gonna win the MVP. They the number 1 seed again this year, and they're a better team this year than they was even last year as the number 1 seed. They just swept the first round. So they are expected to at least get to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? But it's still hella early in this era, though. You feel me? So let's say if they was to lose in the Western Conference Finals or the finals, or let's say they was even to lose in the second round this year, I think you still come back with this team next year. You probably make you can make some changes as far as role players to try to tweak some shit, but they gonna give it a few years to see. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe after that third or fourth year, if it don't look like, you know what I mean, then they might make a change or two, you know what I'm saying? But I think they're gonna give this era and this group, this core, they're gonna give them a few years to try to get it done before they, you know what I'm saying, before they do anything like that, like a big trade like that, like Chet for Giannis or something, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. I may be wrong. Jokic to the Lakers, that'd be crazy. That ain't happening. Home run Ramos did his last time up. That ain't happening though. Patrick Northwest 360 said, "You think Seattle will ever get an NBA team again?" I hope so. I really do hope so. I was talking to somebody about that recently, and because it was you know what I'm saying. I was born in the early 80s. You know what I'm saying. So I know a lot of y'all, is younger than me. You know what I'm saying. Some might be older, some might be around the same age, but so I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. So I remember the Seattle Supersonics, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I remember them battles against their battles and that finals against Jordan in 96. You know what I'm saying? That's the team that the Bulls beat the year that they won 72 games. That Seattle Supersonics team, once again, I'm going to just use it again just because that's the best example I can use. That 96 Seattle Supersonics team was equivalent to like what this OKC team was. Like they won like 64 games. That Seattle team, that 96 Seattle team was Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Detlef Schrempf, Hersey Hawkins. Who else they had over there? I think they had Nate McMillan, the head coach. That was the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks recently. That I got fired a year or two ago or whatever. Who else they had over there? They had some motherfuckers over there. But yeah, they won like 64, 65 games that year. You feel me? Yeah. So they was only like 6 or 7 games worse than the Bulls, who had won 72 games. So yeah. I hope they get it. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I definitely hope so, because the Seattle Supersonics, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they deserve that. You know what I'm saying? They deserve a team. You know what I'm saying? William Revelis said, "Good morning. What's going on? It's 2:24 where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shut this live down in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm finna be going to bed. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get at least 4-5 hours in. You know what I'm saying? It's 2. I'm gonna probably shut this live down no later than 3 a.m. for me. You know what I mean? And sleep to like 7, 8, get 4-5 hours in. You feel me? RC and Basketball said, I used to compare Bradley Beal to Ray Allen. What was I smoking? I mean, I see the comparison. That's not a bad comparison. I definitely see the comparison. So you was right on track with that. It's just that ultimately overall, you know what I'm saying? Because Bradley Beal has some solid years. It's just that they overpaid him, and like he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? He had some solid years and shit, but I mean, they paid him like he was like a super duper star. You know what I mean? And he had a few years over there in Washington where he was like a star, borderline star for a few years when it was him and John Wall over there. You know what I'm saying? They had 1 or 2 little moments, but they never really did nothing major. And a lot of those teams was bad teams. You know what I'm saying? So, and they say, shit, a lot of NBA players could score a lot on bad teams. You know what I'm saying? But they had 1 or 2 good teams as well. I think they made the playoffs once or twice, but they had some bad years over there too. You feel me? So I see the comparison. It's just that overall, he didn't end up having like the type of career that Ray Allen is looked at like to have. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was mainly because Ray Allen didn't have a lot of big moments, because he didn't play in a lot of big games, finals games with the Celtics and with the Heat. Bradley Beal ain't been on that stage. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't on that stage, you ain't gonna never be able to have the same type of name stature as somebody like a Ray Allen. You know what I mean? Because he didn't hit big shots. You know what I'm saying? In big games. William Rivella says, "Go Knicks." I hope the Knicks win. You know what I'm saying? I was disappointed that they lost yesterday. So hopefully, I think they play tonight now. Hopefully the Knicks get the win, you know what I'm saying, and go on and move on. Because I like New York. I like Jalen Brunson. I just want to see the Knicks keep winning and keep going, you know what I mean? Just because I think they're the better, more sexier matchup to go up against, you know what I'm saying, Boston. Pistons, yeah, that'd be cool. I ain't got nothing against them, but you know what I mean? They didn't have a solid year. They didn't, you know what I mean? But, I would rather see Knicks Celtics versus Knicks Pistons, you know what I'm saying? Versus Celtics Pistons, you know what I'm saying? It's just more sexier, you know what I mean? And then it's Madison Square Garden, you know what I mean? Boston, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would, I think they'll close it out, you know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna close it out in game 6 in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
If not, fuck it. Get game 7 back in New York. But I think the Knicks will get it. Rob Bluski says, hello, bro. What's going on with the boy? What's the time going on, bro? Oh my gosh. My analogy I go by, bro. The most capping shit. Gucci Gang say the most capping shit I ever heard. What I was capping about? I'm behind on the chat. My fault. I've been talking. What I was capping about? Lakers weren't meant to go if Minnesota can go through you. Through low-key garbage, they just had a mismatched center on Minnesota. No, straight up. The Lakers they never was gonna do nothing this year. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota is not gonna win a championship or nothing like that this year. So I agree with that. Like that shows that you know what I mean? That shows that the Lakers they not that good. They was never that good like that. You know what I mean? Like at least not championship contender. They was a good team. They're a solid team, but not championship contender. You know what I'm saying? And if Minnesota go on to do anything, that's Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? That's little baby Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, he one of the ones. Ant one of the ones. Footy Flick too. Say I love the Lakers.
Landon Roof, who definitely did not have his.
Say I love the Lakers.
To go there, and I haven't heard from anyone outside of Vancouver in Canada that's willing to drive over. I know it's a long and big country and all that.
Lakers weren't. Luca is a non-factor on defense. Non-factor at all. EL says Luca is a non-factor and a liability. Straight the fuck up. On my mama. The boss says not really true. Go look at Jimmy Garoppolo's career. Dude got paid to be hurt, and they had to pay him guaranteed contract. I'm gonna tell you right now, can nobody tell me about Jimmy Garoppolo? I was there. I'm one of the 49ers fans that's a Jimmy Garoppolo supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is that that's the only knock against him is he's injury prone. In that system though, with Kyle Shanahan, he was every year that Jimmy Garoppolo was healthy, we made a deep run. He was only with us for like 4.5 years, for like 5 years, something like that. And the 3 years that he was with us and he was healthy for the majority of the year, some years he even played through some shit, okay? The years where Jimmy Garoppolo was available to play, we made deep runs. We either went to the NFC Championship game or to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? The years where he got hurt, we barely didn't even make the fucking playoffs. And it didn't change until we got Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? All the other quarterbacks could get it done. But then once we got Brock Purdy, you know what I mean? So for me, what I didn't like about that Jimmy Garoppolo era, like, is that everything was all good until we lost the Super Bowl in 2019. And then people started to have, like, I'm like, bro, like, oh, he came in, he missed it. Like, bro, the Super Bowl did not come down to that one throw to Emmanuel Sanders, bro. It did not come to that. For one, it wasn't like he had like a step. But they make it seem like Emmanuel Sanders was wide fucking open and Jimmy Garoppolo missed him. Nah, bro, that would have had to been a perfect pass. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? It didn't come down to that, bro. To me, it more came down to that 3rd and 15 when we was on defense and Patrick Mahomes dropped back and threw a fucking wobbler up there, and Tyreek Hill, who's a fucking track star and shit, he didn't even have to run fast on that play because I don't know where the fucking defense was at. This Patrick Mahomes threw a wobbler. Tyreek Hill had to stop running and kind of come back for the ball to catch it. And it was nobody fucking around. It's like, where the fucking defense? If the Niners get a stop right there on 3rd and 15, they win that Super Bowl. So I'm more put it on that. You know what I'm saying? Rather than anything Jimmy Garoppolo did. But like I said, I always said, man, if people want to say injuries when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo, I'll give you that. Anything else, I wasn't trying to hear it. They're trying to say, oh, he can't make it. Yeah, he has some Jimmy no throws. He has some throws where he throws interceptions or whatever. Bro, what quarterback doesn't throw interceptions though, bro? My whole thing with that is that his mistakes were never big enough to like prevent us from winning. Maybe a game or two or something, but ultimately, you know what I'm saying, we still was able to win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you don't need to have the best quarterback. It would be nice to have the best quarterback and win, but it's been proven you don't have to have the best quarterback to win the Super Bowl. You have to have the best team, though. A lot of times, the best quarterback don't win. Now, I understand Patrick Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the league. He's been winning all the Super Bowls 3 of the past fucking 4 or 5 years or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that's an exception. But not an exception, because then you got to, I'm not saying it's, but I'm just saying you don't have to have, look at Jalen Hurts. Look at Jalen Hurts. He's not even recognized as like a top 5 quarterback, maybe like top 10. But a lot of motherfuckers would probably take like 5, 6 quarterbacks before they take him. He won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I went off on a tangent with that. But yeah, Jimmy G, you know what I'm saying? I never had nobody saying that, but it's just like, I never had a problem with nobody that wanted to criticize or whatever. I just didn't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't agree with it. Because I'm like, he wins. Like, me as a fan, I just want to win. I don't give a fuck what the shit look like, what the stats look like, if he the best quarterback, or if we got the, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Did we win? You know what I'm saying? And in this era, everybody want to win pretty and shit. It matter about how you look. Everybody want that, bro. Everybody can't have a Patrick Mahomes, bro. Every team is not going to have a Patrick Mahomes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, bro, if we got somebody that's serviceable enough that showed that they can get the job done. I know it's he didn't win that Super Bowl that one time. That don't mean he can't win it. You know what I'm saying? If we got to the motherfucker, that means, nigga, we could get back. It just hey, football is the ultimate team sport, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is hard to put the blame on one entity, you know what I'm saying, in football. You know what I mean? Now, it can't happen, you know what I mean, to where a quarterback can throw fucking 5, 6 interceptions and be like, no, it was his fault. You know what I'm saying? Or the defense could just be fucking pathetic and let the offense just go for 600 yards and you be like, no, yeah, that defense fucking sucked. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, bro, it just be a cumulative effect of a lot of different shit that didn't happen in the game. It's just that when a game is close and it's a big game or whatever, or even if it's not a big game, if the game is close, when it get down to the clutch part, whatever happens in the clutch, that's all motherfuckers remember. And I understand that, but a lot of times, you know what I mean, the shit that happened earlier in the game that led to the whatever happened in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ibrahim Church said, you was smoking red. I'm out here in the Bay Area. Listen, Ibrahim Truro. Look, I'm out here in the Bay Area. Our Reggie ain't even Reggie, my nigga. Our version of Reggie ain't Reggie to the rest of the motherfucking world, country or whatever. So ain't no Reggie. The Reggie don't get smoked over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Bay Area, California, where it's cannabis clubs, it's dispensaries all around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I can walk in the motherfucking store and go pick me some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Houston Texans, motherfucker. I know what you mean, bro. Peyton Manning is a good example. Yeah. Peyton Manning is another, exactly. You know what I'm saying? He's another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have thought Peyton Manning would have had had the Super Bowls that Tom Brady got. But look, I wanted to get to this last seminar. I was talking to the dude in the chat, and I mean, okay, you in San Diego, so you know. You in San Diego, you in Cali, so you know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You said the weed ain't that good out there. Oh, in San Diego, it ain't? Shit, I don't know. I've been to San Diego before, but I ain't been in a while, so I don't know what y'all got going on down there. But up here in that yay, straight kush. nothing but the best, man. I'm talking about straight Zaza, man. I'm talking about. You feel me? Loud packs. That's it. Nothing but loud packs. You feel me? But I think I'm stunting. I don't even smoke. Hey, but I wanted to get to this, man, before I get off this. I want to also get on this, give my opinion on Tyrese Haliburton dad and that fuck shit he pulled against Giannis Antetokounmpo yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling that at all. So, you feel me? Everybody know, but for anybody that's watching this that don't know, you know what I mean? I gotta act like I'm, you know what I mean? Act like I'm really covering this shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for anybody that don't know, the Pacers, he said, let's go Pacers. For sure. I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying, the Pacers eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday. A fucking crushing, heartbreaking loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker was up 7 points with 40 seconds to go. How you lose that, big dog? How you lose that? You know what I'm saying? You up 7 points with 40 seconds to go, man. Come on, man. Now, I still feel like Indiana was going to win the series regardless, even if Milwaukee would have pushed it to a game 6. But I at least just wanted to see it go to a game 6. You know what I'm saying? But fucking yeah. So I guess after the game, after the Milwaukee Bucks fucking choked down the stretch, that was a straight absolute choke job. Gary Trent, I know Gary Trent played well and he did his thing, but come on, bro. Come on, big dog. What you doing out there, big dog? You're out there turning the ball over, fumbling the ball out of bounds, straight butterfingers. That's when they say the moment be getting too big for some of these niggas. Now, you did all that shit. You know what I mean? When the moment was a little bit, you know what I mean? I understand he hit some threes in overtime, and in overtime, the whole overtime is a big moment. But still, early in overtime, it can still kind of feel like the middle of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he was playing like it was the middle of the game. Then when that shit started getting close, you know what I'm saying? What Stephen A. said, start getting close. What Stephen A. say? Palms get sweaty. Behinds get tight. You understand me? And, yeah, I know shit be happening, though, man. I know sometimes shit happens in those type of moments. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that was just a straight absolute choke job right there. You understand me? Yeah, and I like Giannis, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, y'all, come on, man. At least give my nigga one more game. But anyway, after, you know, Tyrese Haliburton scored the winning bucket, you know what I mean? And he, you know, Tyrese is their star player, you know what I'm saying? And his dad came on the court after the game, pulling up on Giannis on some disrespectful shit, walking up in his face, Giannis said, and cussing and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's out of pocket. You know what I mean? It's disrespectful because, so like Giannis said, I didn't even know who bro was. Did not realize it was his dad. Now, if Giannis would have and you know what I'm saying, and gave that motherfucker a 2-piece with a motherfucking biscuit, he would have been wrong. See, you can't do shit like that, bro. And see, what's gonna happen is motherfuckers like goofy ass motherfuckers like Tyrese Haliburton dad, what's gonna happen is he's gonna make it bad. People like that is gonna make it bad for family members to be able to be courtside at the game. You know what I'm saying? At these games, because, you know, essentially, bro, you still a fan. You not in the game. You're not a part of the game. Your family member is a part of the game, but you not. Now, you get special privileges as his dad. You get to, you know, I don't know if he, you know, whatever. I don't know if he paid for the tickets or I don't know. But you get special privileges. All I'm saying is, if you gonna be there in the front row, you know what I'm saying, as his dad, you got to know how to act. That's all I'm saying. Because you're going to make it back. Then they're going to say, hey, all family members, y'all got to be up in the suite. We can't have y'all on the motherfucking court side because y'all don't fucking know how to act. Y'all running up on the fucking players and shit. Like y'all a part of the game. You're not a part of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like at all, in no shape, form, and fashion, in no way are you a part of the game. You a spectator, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna say, man, we can't have this. Because y'all motherfuckers get y'all emotions all caught up into the shit like y'all a part of the game and y'all not a part of the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. And you know, at the same time, I'm just talking shit, you know, when I say goofy and all that, I don't mean no disrespect, really, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That was some goofy ass shit right there. You know what I mean? Like, I know he apologized on Twitter and all that, but it's like, bro, like, you got to know your place, man. Like, you got to know your place, because that shit could have went all the way left. And like I said, you gonna make it bad for, you know, like motherfuckers. And Stephen A said, you know, Stephen A said that, and you know, obviously we didn't know this, I know this, but Stephen A said like his dad has gotten complaints before, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been, you know, players and front office members of teams that have called the NBA about his pops. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with these dads. You know what I'm saying? But these dads is getting out of control, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. T. Morant and Ja Morant, like, and see, motherfucker want to lump and throw LeVar Ball in there, but I don't throw LeVar Ball in that same category, because the thing with LeVar Ball is all his shit was shit talking and just saying outlandish shit on different shows that he was going on. He ain't never been courtside getting in nobody's face, disrespecting nobody, or trying to involve himself in the game, like how Papa Haliburton has done and how T. Morant has done. You know what I'm saying? When he got into it, when he was trying to get into it with Shannon Sharp. Now, I know Shannon Sharp, you know what I mean, he's a spectator too. He's a fan too when he was at a Laker game. But come on, it's Shannon Sharp, bro. He's a Hall of Fame NFL player. So he's a one of the most popular TV personalities, sports TV personalities. So like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put LeVar Ball in that same category because, like I said, he ain't never been courtside doing none of that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never been doing none of that goofy shit. So, you feel me? You know, let me see. Iram said, I changed my name from Andrew Nimhart. I was in your chat about a week. Oh, okay. This Andrew Nimhart, for sure. I was in your chat about a week ago. Someone in the chat owed me some money. Who was it? Who owe you some bread, big dog? And he said, nah, we tired them out with our pace. Snitching and shit. Hating and shit. Nah, and so, okay, well, when it comes to the Pacers, I ain't mad. I'm a fan of Giannis, so I would have preferred to see the Bucks move on, but I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Like, the Pacers are a good team. They've proven it. And y'all got a good coach too. I be forgetting, man, about Rick Carlisle, man. Rick Carlisle is a great fucking coach. You know what I'm saying? Rick Carlisle is a great coach. So, yeah, y'all going down to Cleveland. Y'all going down to Cleveland. I just love the fact that in the second round, it's going to be better matchups, though. You know what I'm saying? But y'all going down to Cleveland in 6. You feel me? I'm not. Oh, yeah, I know you weren't talking about me. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people snitching on Hallie's dad. Yeah, man, hey, they like, man, hey, y'all need to check this nigga. This motherfucker tripping. So I'm just saying, once you start to get that reputation, and then now you have an incident like this in public, you know what I'm saying? He earned all the pub that he got today on all the sports shows and all that, because you just can't do that, bro. Like you can, and Shaq, you was stripping last night trying to defend that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. You can't have that. Just like just for the reasons that I said, you can't have it, bro, because you know what I'm saying? You gonna run up, one of these motherfucking family members gonna run up on the wrong motherfucking player. You know what I'm saying? And gonna get bopped on top of the motherfucking head, and then y'all gonna be trying to sue or some shit. And then the NBA gonna have another motherfucking malice in the palace. You know what I'm saying? You know they don't want that shit. You know what I mean? Especially Adam Silver, old nerd ass. You feel me? But yeah, nah, that what I'm just, I'm like, nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that man Giannis sitting over there, and then his explanation after the game, he took him to task. He was like, man, my mom been coming to all the games. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we won a motherfucking championship. You know what I'm saying? And shit, she damn near was like, damn, am I allowed to go on the motherfucker? You know what I mean? So, but to each his own, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, yeah, nah, but Shaq, I didn't like Shaq, you gotta like Abraham said, nah, Shaq was right. Shaq wasn't right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a Pacers fan, you understand me? So, you know what I mean? You got your Pacers pom-poms out and all that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? But nah, Shaq was wrong on that one. You know what I mean? Shaq, he talking about motherfucker being soft and all that. Being respectful ain't soft. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to lead with respect. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all I'm saying. Cause if Giannis would have two-pieced him, like Giannis, bro, like, do you know, like Giannis Antetokounmpo will dunk your old ass in the basket. You do know that, Papa Haliburton. He will pick your ass up and dunk your old ass in the damn goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah, like y'all, hey, man. These dads, I don't know what the fuck going on with these dads. These motherfucking dads is tripping. Stadiums are modern day gladiator coliseums, so it comes with the territory. I mean, I agree with that stadiums are modern day gladiator, like, and then we look at athletes as gladiators and like fixtures, like characters and shit. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. But Shaq ain't right. It's all good. Sometimes I ain't right all the time. You know what I'm saying? Players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong about that one. But like I said, everybody got their entitled to their motherfucking opinion. Okay, he said, nah, it does come with the territory. Bowing your head and being respect is being a slave. Nah. You ain't gotta bow your head to nobody, but showing another human being just common courtesy, respect, nah, that ain't being no slave. Like you gotta lead with respect. Like, for example, I tell my kids all the time, like, you gotta lead with respect. Don't disrespect nobody that hasn't earned your disrespect. You know what I mean? Like allow somebody to give you a reason to not respect them. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know somebody, you don't just be disrespectful or just be a fucking, a douchebag for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And basically, but that's just in regular life. What Haliburton's dad did on the court, bro, you can't do that, bro. This nigga went head to head with the nigga and like, bro, like, he's a fan. You know what I'm saying? he's not a part of the team at all. He's not employed by the team. He don't work for the team. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a player. He ain't a ball boy. He ain't nothing. He's just a spectator. You can't have a spectator walking up to an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Like taunting them and getting all in their face and all that shit. Like, you can't have that. You can't have that. Because like I said, if you run up on the wrong one, and Giannis ain't no bitch. He just got self-control. But he could have slapped the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you want to, hey, he would have been entitled to slap the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, somebody gonna run up on the wrong one, and they gonna get the shit slapped out of them. And then it's gonna be a brawl, and then this and that, and then the NBA gonna say, look, all family members, take your motherfucking ass upstairs. It will be no more family members on the court because y'all get too emotionally invested in the shit, and you don't know how to act. You got to know how to act. You got to know how to act. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I mean, listen, Ibrahim. I can see how you say that what Giannis said in the press conference. I can see how you can say that it was weak and it was corny. I can see that. I just kind of like agree with it, you know what I mean? Because I put myself in his shoes. I may be a little bit biased because I'm a Giannis fan, but at the same time, you're a Pacers fan. But at the same time, put yourself in Giannis' shoes, though. That's all I'm saying. I understand your team won, and it's this now. But just like he said, we in an era now where when a team wins, motherfucker feel like that's a license to just be disrespectful type shit. But I understand how somebody can feel like, because he said he like, you know, he win with class, or not win with class, but like win with whatever dignity, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And everybody ain't like that. So I understand that. Everybody ain't finna win with class. Some motherfuckers finna win. They finna tell you about it. You ain't gonna never not hear about it, and they gonna be disrespectful about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, had that been a play, I wouldn't even be saying this had it been another player. Had a player did that shit, I'm just saying, bro, it's the nigga dad, bro. Like, you're not even qualified to, like, let somebody approach Giannis that if Giannis do something to him, can, like, have a chance to, like, defend themselves or something. You know what I mean? Like he did what a broad do. That's what a broad do when a female is trying to get all tough with a man. Knowing that man can't do nothing, because if I do something to you, for one, I'm going to hurt you. For two, I'm going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So why do you want to challenge a man like that? Now, I understand. I'm not calling him a woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, as far as age range difference, Giannis being a fucking, like you said, a gladiator compared to he just a regular man, like he fucking flick that little ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You old and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you come on, man. Giannis would have beat the dog shit out that man. You feel me? And so I understand you all up in this and that, but you can't walk in nobody's face, bro. You can't walk in nobody's face. You walk in somebody's face, you asking that you got to prepare yourself to fight or get swung on or something. You know what I'm saying? But so that's all I'm saying. But it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Because, like I said, bro, and like, you know, and like I said, y'all, I mean, I understand the Pacers. Y'all have never won the championship before. Have y'all won a championship? I know y'all ain't won a championship since I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think y'all won a championship before. And then you guys have not really been a good team since like the Paul George days and shit like that. And so with Haliburton over the past few years, you guys have risen back up to being a good team. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it, but I'm like, it's just a first round. It's just the first round. You know what I'm saying? I understand the fans being excited, so I understand you being excited. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all celebrating like y'all just won the championship. You're just going to the second round. Where your ass when he gets sent home by Cleveland. But you know, it is what it is. Good luck to y'all. Cleveland look serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying but I get most niggas don't understand politics and what's being pushed to us. You live near Oakland, the home of the Black Panthers, bro. You know anything about the Black Panthers? I mean, I know about I know as much about the Black Panthers as like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like me having any dealings with anybody that like personally has been like involved with like the Black Panthers or any family members or something like that, nah, not necessarily. I don't know, because yeah, I grew up close to Oakland, but I'm not from Oakland. So I know for a fact but I got family and friends in Oakland, and that, you know, that's from that area. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact if I was from there, then I would be more entrenched in you know, maybe having some relatives, because like you said, the Black Panthers was birthed in Oakland. But yeah, nah, I got the same information that anybody else would have. I ain't got no type of deep connection, you know what I'm saying, to it. Imagine being born yeah, but yeah, man, dope live tonight. I'm finna shut this down, man. I gotta it's 3 a.m. where I'm at. I gotta catch some type of Z's. You feel me? So I'm finna shut this one down. And then but hey, Abraham, good talking to you, bro. I'll be back with it. You know, it's the playoffs, so we turned up. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be back with another one tomorrow or the next day or something like that. But good talking to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let's definitely reconvene on this Pacers Cavs series, and you know what I mean, see how they doing. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? On the live tonight, you feel me? Snax on Sports. I'll be back with another one, man. You dig? I'm gone.